Hey guys, so I want to talk today about a topic that I include in my own journey and my client programs. So, when you are in a state that you want to change, you've got to make changes and effectively need to reverse engineer the situation that you've got in. So, when you do that, when we come at it from the mind perspective side of things, um, we need self awareness. We need to look at what's sitting there in our way that we need to remove so we can be the next level version of ourselves. So in this instance, it's the dream body, the dream health weight, the homeostasis of thriving, living your dream life. And when you need to make these changes, you've got to get rid of all the things that put you there in the first place. So, big example is yesterday I ended up doing some mindset work. It was not related to my body goals, it was related to other things, but they all interconnect. So for me, it's safety and they connect into each other. And when I did the beliefs activity, I found out that there were some tactics that I was using unconsciously to sabotage myself or to hold myself back or to just simply not move forward into the space that I want to be, into the goals, the outcomes, the version of me that I was, looking to kind of grow into. And one of those tactics was being tired. That I get tired and that's my kind of excuse. I get really deeply, heavily fatigued. Now, this is interesting because I'm always talking about in my coaching lotto energy. If you won the lotto, how would you feel? And how different would your energy? If you were so sick and you won the lotto, you'd pretty much be jumping around. There is a state that we can actually change. So the same goes for the state that our body's got in. So when I kind of, address that, I just thought, I'll sit back and watch and see where this comes up. And sure enough, I, had a good day. Woke up this morning. I go to the gym in the morning, go in the sauna, and I was just feeling tired. I was feeling tired. I still went. That's my commitment and decision. But I didn't. It wasn't for force. It was just to get my endorphins because I feel better, and to choose the new state and the actions. And that's what the next level version of me that's coming back goes to the gym every day, or does exercise for many reasons, endorphins, activity, being in the moment, um, strength, uh, the goals that I want to achieve, all of that. So, and then I sit in the sauna and I have some, yin time there and I do some mindset work and it got me, I was like tired and I'm like, I'm not going to do videos today. I'm not going to do any work. And, and then I realized this was the moment where I saw what I'd written down yesterday that I didn't even know was there. Like, this is how fascinating and simple this work is. I do so much of it, and you still layer by layer and figure out what is blocking you or why you're not the version of you that you want to be, or just, we derail. Like, I derailed. Like, the last 18 months, I had a stomach infection, I got sick, and things changed. So I've got to change that back. But I see now, like, even more, I'd forgotten in the last maybe 10 years how hard it is when people get into these states. And it's so sad. We have a society where people are stuck in their stress loops, their body is in lockdown and it's keeping them alive as they are, but they're not thriving, and to make that change is where it becomes hard. But if you listen within and find out, the blocks that are there in the mental, subconscious aspect, you'll be flying. All the other shit is easy. All the training, the nutrition, that is easy. Once you condition your mind, it is actually so simple. It's like not even the hard bit. Like, if people just realize that if you do the mindset stuff, some people naturally have it. They've got genetics where their mentality is to just do stuff. But we all have access to the state of flow, and it's going to be individual for everyone. They're going to be at different starting points, different things to reverse engineer and address. So for me, that came up, and today, and then it translated into things like, you know, this is your new homeostasis, your body, you know, you've had a good run, you've been fit and healthy for, you know, forever. Maybe this is where it stops. You're getting close to 40, all this bullshit, you know. Even just things, you know, like where the more science and genetic stuff I know about myself, like I've got so much knowledge that, you know, again, it's just another level of neurosis to trip me up because of the underlying beliefs. So knowledge isn't power, belief is power. So when you understand this and know that you can actually change your beliefs, you've got the power to change the whole of your existence, you know. So I fished into what would the next level me be doing. Should be doing exactly what I was doing, going to the gym. Should be acknowledging the negativity that came up. So this is the thing, people don't realize that while you have to cultivate positivity and the wolf that you want to feed in your mindset, you still need to, it's actually a blessing to then see the counter kind of affirmation or counter belief that comes up to the thing you want to make changes with. And then you see that, oh my God, like, you know, I didn't think I was deserving deep down. So every time I get to this next level, my deserving issues come up. I get tired, and this is the new sneaky way that it, like mine used to be getting drunk and self-abusing. That was like, what, 15 years ago, in my 20s. And like now it's being tired and wanting to have a nap. Like it's still there, but it's not as, you know, it's kind of the witch for the bitch in the symptoms, and also, you know, the just the outcomes, you know, like, and where it tries to trick me. And, you know, it's a blessing when I see it for what it is. I get to see that, okay, I've had this deserving issue since I was this age, and I can just change it. Like, I literally just get to choose to rise above the state of my natural default and shift it, you know. And whenever my little layer of, you know, it's like sugar, you know, is the best little example, you know. I don't drink alcohol. I just abstain from that. That's kind of easier. But sugar is hidden in heaps of things. So that little shit can sneak back in, you know, and it then subtly kind of takes over. So then if I reverse engineer that and take out the sugar, I look at, whoa, what was underneath that need for that little bit of, you know, sugar or letting it in? And then I reverse engineer um, what I was masking it with. I mean, it's so subtle, and that's, you know, I choose to go that deeply because I had to go that deeply so long ago, because for me to have sugar and bulimia and binges like in my late 20s, it was gonna kill me, you know. It was a cry out of symptoms, you know, to deeper things. And, you know, those blessings in those deep, dark times show that when, you know, I go through what I went through in the last year of, you know, a stomach infection that made me gain a little bit of weight, knocked out my thyroid, changed my mental state, pulled me into like, you know, where my over adrenaline, over dopamine pathways made me feel depressed almost, and taking away my exercise and my coping tools and all of those things, then, you know, my body got into a state, you know, it accepted that, oh, this is my life. And now I want to change it, and I'm coming back to sort of where I cultivated prior to that. You know, it's phenomenal how much my body still wants to keep me back there, you know. If I didn't know better, I'd just be like, okay, well, this is my new homeostasis. This is, you know, my new genetics. You know, I am nearly 40, and these things are true, but they're bullshit, because we have everything at our disposal these days. You can come at it from all angles, as I said before. So, you know, when you do the inner work, and I call it expanding your soul over expanding your body, then miracles do happen. Einstein said it. I can't remember the exact thing, but, you know, you can look at life as if miracles always happen or as if they don't. And I choose to look at miracles. It's now not woo woo. It is science. You know, we have these primal optimal flow states. You know, we go into a part of the brain that turns off that mind chatter, that negativity, and that is a choice, and you can use the tools. So when you reverse engineer what's in your way, it's just like writing out a meal plan and getting the right nutrition for the training that you're doing, and the exercise that you want to execute. You can execute the mind tools that you want to use, and you can just flick all that shit, you know, and you can choose to live in the next level version of yourself, which is someone who acknowledges these feelings and thoughts and beliefs, and then, you know, does the according thing to rise past them. I mean, that's what my program is about. It gives you the tools to do that, and, you know, makes making the decision to change stronger and firmer and easier. But yeah, you know, we've all got different things to reverse engineer, and that's the amazing thing. If we can address that, then, you know, we will get the results and they will be permanent and sustainable. And then anytime the new layers come up, you are prepared. So I look forward to talking to you guys soon. Have an awesome day.